The book of Sirach, chapter 37, verse 13. It says, and let the counsel of thine own heart stand, for there is no man more faithful unto thee than it. Okay, first and foremost, I want to give infinite honors and prayers to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Rikahakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and a salutation to the items that's pushing the truth and sincerity. And Lord willing, this video will be edifying first and foremost to the whole elect and to those that cleave to the body. First and foremost, I want to say Shabbat Shalom to you, Akim, man. Stay strong. We almost out of here. And as you can see on the screen here, is emotional intelligence and mental tenacity, because these are one of the more dire traits in the truth that one that striving for a crown must possess, man. Because the scriptures speak about giving your mind over to heaviness, man. You see, and heaviness is nothing but another emotional roller coaster that you gonna basically endure on this ride in the truth. Let me see. I want to pull this real quick. I didn't have it. It just came to my own spirit as soon as we started. Right. This is Sirach 30 and 21. It says, give not over thy mind to heaviness, and afflict not thyself in thine own counsel. Because the first thing we deal with as men is mental gymnastics. All right. And mental gymnastics can be it can make you contradict your own thoughts, man. And one would then say, how then can you contradict your own thoughts? All right. About what? Basically allowing the emotion to take root in the wisdom. All right. Emotions and wisdom they're not one and the same. Though wisdom fluctuate, emotion fluctuate in a different degree, because it puts you what? It puts your spirit in different places. Wisdom gonna have your spirit where it needs to be. It's according to the situation. So we ought to trust the spirit and wisdom over emotions, man. All right. Emotions is nothing more than an act in your mind of thinking that this is something that's basically happening. That's not. Is a thing of channeling your emotions. Matter of fact, I'm gonna grab this this word challenge in here. All right. Well, channel. All right, goes into channeling. All right. It says, what's the meaning of channeling? I just got a regular just in a regular dictionary. It says of a person serve as a medium for a spirit. So to channel something is the medium of the spirit. All right. It's basically that what? That middle ground. It's going into basically telling you how to balance your thought patterns, man. You see? And in the truth, you ought to have mental tenacity, man. You see? It's required of thee. Matter of fact, and when you go into tenacity, it means to grip or cling, to be firm or steadfast upon. All right? Or to hold upon. You see? Matter of fact, let me see. It goes into like persistent determination, man. All right. But I'm going to go back into channeling. Because as men of the Lord, man, if you don't channel your emotions, man, believe one thing. It's gonna have you like a river, man. All right. You're gonna go with the current. Whatever the current of the flow of the river is, man, it's gonna suck you in. You see? And emotions are how am I just say this, man? It's a hard pill. It's a circus act. You see? It'll send your thoughts through circus acts. And we ought to have basically control over our thoughts. And we channel our thoughts. Because I'm going to just say for an analogy, to channel your thoughts is like changing the channel on a TV. All right. If you just steady flipping the channel, you ain't going to never get into what you want to watch, man. All right. But if you know the direction to which channel you want to go to, you're going to put that number in and you're going to be steadfast and firm on that which you have chosen. All right. To watch. Okay. So it's the same thing as in this truth. Though yet our thoughts transition to our actions. So now channeling your thoughts, all right, automatically channels your actions. Okay. Now it says the practice of channeling a person's body being taken over by a spirit for the purpose of communication. You see? So for the purpose of communication, your spirit is being channeled, and we channel our spirits by what? The words of the scriptures. Because the words of the scriptures give us a base, all right, to basically what? To be founded on a foundation. Okay? To where, like, look, okay, don't supersede this. All right? Don't oversee that. Okay? You see, it give us a statute of limitation. That's why the Lord, the Lord always speak about judgments, statutes, for the law, statutes, and judgments. Because in the statutes, it's limitations, all right? And to have a mental tenacity is the limit, okay, the way your emotions run wild. Because emotions I'm gonna be real with it, bro. It'll carry you away. It'll carry you out the truth. All right? Some men emotions have took them out of the belief and fear of the Lord. So, an emotion is like a demon. A demon channel what? He channel your inner thoughts and do what? Play with them, man. All right? He put them in a debacle, in shambles, that you don't know how to think correctly. And once you can't think correctly and your mind is clouded for judgment, then you doomed. Because now you're going to judge according to your flesh versus your spirit. All right? And that in the same is, that's a mentality of carnality. All right? So you're going to have a mentality of carnality, meaning your whole mind going to be based upon carnal things, a carnal way of handling things. When we channel the spirit, you see? We channel our spirit, man. Okay? And you gotta know your spirit first and foremost to be able to challenge it. But I've been rambling, so I'm gonna get into the scriptures, dude. This back in Sirach chapter 37. Salaki. This Sirach chapter 37 and verse 13 again. It says, and let the counsel of thine own heart stand, for there is no man more faithful unto thee than it. Yeah, there's no man more solid to his thinking foundation than him. Okay? Because, hey, but no man can think for you. Okay? The Lord gave you your brain and your way of manifesting thoughts. Okay? Every one of us have a brain, and it's the different thoughts of a Lord in each brain, in every man's brain. Let that set in, okay? Some more deeper thoughts than other, some more stronger thoughts than other, and so forth and so on. All right? And we can't seek that out, okay? That's why the Lord thoughts is the Lord thoughts, man. And our thoughts is our thoughts. It says, for a man's mind is sometimes want to tell him more than 7 watchmen that sit above in a high tower. Because that's a what? That's a Ferris wheel ride of thinking, man. And if you over gather anything, man, okay, you may have more than what you need. So can you overthink a situation? Yup. Can you underthink? Yes. Because Jake will say, ain't no such thing as thinking too much. Well, hey, there is a possibility. You can be over righteous. All right. Okay. So what we want to do, we want to exercise the spirit of we want to exercise the spirit of channeling. Okay. We want to maximize channeling our spirit. All right. That's the premise of the video. It says, and above all this, pray to the Most High that he would direct thy way in truth. Because don't he the one that seal your thoughts anyways? All right? So he the one that give your thought over to heaviness. He give your mind over to the things that you need to think. He give you the answers. He give you the questions. Okay? So it's only right that we trust in the Lord to have that emotional intelligence, man. All right. And that he brace us with that mental tenacity. Okay. And it's just like you say on the screen, it's practical techniques to gain mastery of your emotions. Because this is all the world is about, bro. It's all about emotions. It's all about do as you will, all right, and just always think and react off how you feel. All right? Feeling is another emotion. Okay? And listen, emotions are not the worst thing in the world, but they're judged on the way you utilize them. Okay? You know, if you overly emotional, you're gonna always you're gonna always get carried away in things that you're doing. All right. So it's a balance with emotions. We ought to be balanced, emotionally with these scriptures, with time with brethren. All right. Reading. Okay. Different things. It's all emotions, right? Based thing. It's a improve your emotional intelligence and boost your people skills. But the point of the matter is to gain the mastery of your emotions. All right. And that's how you're going to be able to basically focus on the scriptures and do that which is more prominent first. Put that first and foremost, and then everything else falls in a line after it, man, which are the scriptures, man. All right. But another thing that come into emotions, and you got to be able to discern the signs of a man's heart that's changing. Okay. When his heart or because his countenance going to reveal that. Matter of fact, this is the next scripture. It says, let reason go before every enterprise and counsel before every action. The countenance is a sign of a changing of the heart. Okay, now I'm going to speak on this, right? The countenance is the sign of a changing of a heart. And as men of the Lord, we ought to discern when it's our duty to discern to the best of our ability. I'm going to say that. Because are we going to discern every single thing? No. Some things our spirit, some men differ from others. Some men are extremely cunning. I won't say extremely cunning, but keen, okay, with discernment, okay. That's a spiritual gift from the Lord because, one that possesses this, he have a keen eye, okay. His eye self is always scanning, he's always, picking up on a situation. I won't say discernment is like a speed. Not I won't say really a speed thing. But the more quicker you can discern, the better you can judge the situation. Okay? So, shout out, call Elohim Yahweh Hashem Yahushua for even giving men discernment, man. Or that cognition thereof, The cognitate, the be cognitive of it, man. You see? And, and the countenance is a sign of a change of a heart. Now, as we progress and we deal with this truth, we want to grow, okay? But the changing of a heart of a man of a Lord is to get more what? More spiritual, okay? Because you change from the natural to what? The spiritual, all right? And you want to grow spiritually. But in some cases, spiritual men sometimes grow, they grow in reverse, okay? They come from being spiritual to what? They carnality take in, man. They mental carnality. Okay, in case in point, this is and you want to stay steadfast. Now I'm gonna read this one. This 1 Corinthians chapter 7 and verse 37. Now I know it's speaking of the virgin, but if you can have a mind towards a woman like this, how much more to Sophia, which is that woman in the truth? It says, nevertheless, he that standeth, 1 Corinthians 7 and 37. Nevertheless, he that standeth steadfast in his heart. Now I read you tenacity, which was steadfast, all right, and also what? Channeling, okay. Nevertheless, he that standeth steadfast in your heart goes what? To your life, having no necessity, but had power over his own will, which is the key point, okay. You gotta will yourself to the things that you need to do for the Lord, all right. Who said that the Lord just gonna hand this thing out to a silver platter? Okay, here go all the answers to all of the tests and trials I put you through. And hey, do your thing, man. No, man, we don't have the answers to the test. All right. Well, we have the answers to the test, which is the scriptures, the test of the trials of our faith, and it's true. All right. The answer is the scriptures. All right. And your mind, the platform, all right, of your foundation. Your mind is the platform of your foundation. So Why you think everything is controlled by the mind, the heart, the body, the blood? All right, because hey, it's the root of wisdom and understanding. That's where the root is at. But also, down that root is a balance with other things to what sidetrack you from this, man. Especially the world, and you'll get caught up in a situation where you'll be judged by the Lord because you was rolling high in your emotions, man. All right. But it says, nevertheless, he that standeth steadfast in his heart, having no necessity, but had power over his own will, and had so decreed in his heart, and being decreed in your heart, man, is you plant it in your heart, man. All right, you solid and sound and trusting in that which the Lord have for you. Now, the deciding the same signs, the signs of a change of a heart for the worse of for wickedness, then that you never was rooted in the ground. All right, you never was fully rooted. Okay, and that's why when that water came, you was what? Uprooted, man. All right, or that adversity. Once that adversity entered in, it took you no time because this was it really ain't much of more a sign of a changing of a man's heart. It's where his heart always been. It's just that the Lord is about to give him over to it. You see? As a matter of fact, let me get that. This is Psalms. Bear with me. Psalms 81:12. It says, so I gave them up unto their own heart's lusts, and they walked in their own counsels. Now, when you walk in your own counsels, man, trust me, you're going to become a reprobate. All right? Because the counsel of the Lord, man, matter of fact, Proverbs, I think 3 and 4. Let me bear with me real quick. I think 4 and 3 maybe. All right, here, bear with me. Wisdom building a house. Bear with me. Bear with me. Okay, maybe 7. Let me put it in real quick. Damn, I hate when this happens, man. This Proverbs 24:3. It says, through wisdom is an house builded, and by understanding it established. All right? Because that's how you wanna establish your mindset, man. By wisdom. And your house is what? That's pretty much your spirit. You see? This is how you build your house. And then you establish it by understanding. All right? That's 101. Okay? And then by understanding what? That emotions can what? Have you like a what? A river. All right? It can have you on a roller coaster, up and down, tossed to and fro. This is why he say toss to and fro. Hey, when you get tossed, you see, find it. All right. And when you get tossed to and fro, now you're not in balance mode. And Elder Gabar, made the video long ago. Balance is the key to the truth. All right. So another thing of the signs of the changing of the heart is the guilt of your transgressions. You see, Jacob get the guilt will start the ooze off Jake. All right. And when that guilt ooze off Jake, that's basically when the Lord is exposing him for his transgressions, man. All right. Basically, because you transgressing your mind before you actually do it. So the Lord like, look, I'm going to put your mind on display before everybody. You're going to go crazy. You're going to start cursing people out. All right. You're going to, you're going to multiply your words against the Most High. Matter of fact, let me finish that out. There's Job. Another thing of changing your heart. right? See? Another thing of changing your heart. This is being guilty in your transgressions. This Job 34 and 37. It says, for he added rebellion unto his sin. Okay? And we know that rebellion is the sin of witchcraft. Okay? Which goes back into your mind, letting your mind control your really letting your mental tenacity become carnality. It says, for he added rebellion unto his sin. Got pride, puffed up. He clapped his hands among us and multiplied his words against the Most High. So, hey, that's when you not only your mind is doing backflips, cartwheels, and front flips, but hey, man, you done lost the grip of your mind. You see? And hey, we know, really a good analogy of emotions is the world or the woman. All right? It gets the way that emotion, a ball of emotions is right before our eyes, we ought to know as men, listen, hey, men women and children get emotional. A man really, they can't, they don't have to channel their emotions. All right? It's not an obligation to them. They don't, they don't have the luxury, because it is a luxury, of carrying the burdens of the truth. They don't got to do that. So they could get emotional when they want. All right? Whatever time of the day they feel like it, but not us. All right? Because it will take your crown from you, man. Okay? The Lord will take your crown because you got emotional, man. All right? The flesh overpowered the spirit. And you'll start multiplying your words against the Most High, man. Once you give yourself over to your own counsel, or conflict yourself in your own counsels of your mind, man. As I read earlier in Sirach, believe 3 and 21. You see? But this, I ain't gonna keep going on and on about it. I just won't get into channeling your thoughts. Well, I'm gonna go into this word rebellion right here in Job 34 and 37 real quick. I'll get that just through the spirit. All right. Okay. Hey, you start multiplying your words against the Most High, man. Then once you do that, man, you're at the point of no return. Because when you multiply your words against the men of the Lord, you're multiplying your words against the Most High. You don't gotta physically be talking into the sky. Hey, Lord, kill me now, or whatever you're doing. All right. But just telling, multiplying your words on the men of the Lord, lying on men. All right. Offended men. Okay. You multiply your words against the Most High. This is the word rebellion.
Strong's H6588. Pesher.
Right. It's transgression and watch against individuals. You see? So this is an act of rebellion. Spiritual transgression against God in general, as recognized by sinner. The guilt of transgression. There go that guilt of transgression again. You see? It's like your offering for transgression. You rebel. So by you rebelling, your sin, you wax worse in your mind. All right? To revolt, to war against, pretty much, man. To trespass, to quarrel, offend, to rebel, to be in that rebel spirit. You see? And the Lord ain't got no problem with giving your mind over to heaviness, man. All right? This Psalms 143 and 4. I'm going to read 3. It says, for the enemy had persecuted my soul. Because in a world, what's most of the time Jake is in his emotions for? The enemy done did work, the world, whatever, because the world is the enemy, all right? The entire world is the enemy. So you can't just think, oh, that's just Esau there. No, that's universal. For the enemy had persecuted my soul. What is your soul in the scriptures? That's your mental makeup, your mental faculty that what makes you up. Okay, we regular people. We got emotions. We got feelings. We got blood pumping through our body like everybody else. It's just that the Lord gave us the truth, man. All right, that's the separation with the men of the Lord. We look like these. Well, I mean, we don't look like them, but I'm basically saying, look, you look upon a man of the Lord and look at somebody in the world, all right, and you didn't know, either he was in the world or he was in the truth, and you didn't know, and you look at him, you'll practically say these people are close to the same. You see? But it's a separation within a separation. It says he has smitten my life down to the ground. So when he smitten your life down to the ground, what Jake do? All right, he for wine is the life of man. Jake, go get the wine bottle, man. Because what? His emotions is revving up, man. They revving high. All right. He drank to what? Level his emotions down. But then Jake overindulged in the bottle. All right. Now that it made his emotions race up even higher. All right. It made him start acting even weirder, even stranger. All right. Start doing things he wouldn't normally do. So, hey, man, it's about controlling what you can control. And the things that you can't control, don't let your mind get out of control because you can't control it. All right? You got to learn to accept the things you can't change, Jake. All right? And fix the things you can. It's a balance. That's why the Lord say maximize this and minimize that. So as we maximizing our spirit in the truth, we minimizing our flesh in the world. You see? It says, he had made me to dwell in darkness as those that have been long dead. Therefore is my spirit overwhelmed within me. Now, when your spirit been overwhelmed within you, man, it's time for your emotional intelligence and your mental tenacity to kick in. Because now, trying to master your emotions, you're gonna want what? You're gonna give into them. Once you give into your emotions, you become vulnerable. Once you become vulnerable, hey, y'all know what it is from there. It says, therefore, my spirit is overwhelmed within me. My heart within me is desolate. So when your heart become desolate, man, you're going to be removed from your maker. All right? The mentality of carnality going to take hold of you. And then that's it, bro. All right? You're going to start doing worldly things. All right? And men, in this truth, you're not far from being touched in the world, man. All right? We are in another dimension, but we still in the world that we battling against. All right? It's like we in darkness with a shade of light on us. But that darkness is still around us. It ain't going nowhere. We not in the kingdom of heaven. Just like emotions, they forever with us, man. Okay? But it's our job to know what? How to what? To move around them, man. Okay? This is 2nd Esdras 12 and 5. And it says, lo, yet am I weary in my mind and very weak in my spirit. And little strength is there in me, for great fear wherewith I was affrighted this night. So little fear was in Esdras. And Esdras was a man that omitted nothing of the law. You know? One that the Lord dealt with, okay? He was a man of the Lord, okay? And it says, therefore will I now beseech the highest that he will comfort me unto the end. And when you beseech the highest and pray and beg unto the Most High, he going to give you the comforter. The comforter is the words. The Lord ain't getting off the throne and come and give you a hug, Jake. All right? Hey, you got to hug your own emotions. You know, you got to slap your own emotions around. Okay? You got to put your own emotions in check and in place, man. That's your duty. The Lord gave you gave you the word to do that. All right? The word is to chastise your emotions, Jay. All right? Now, if you get caught in it, all right, and allow your emotions to chastise you, and we're going to see what the latter end of that man shall be. We're going to see. Okay? That was it in that. Okay? This Daniel. All right. This Daniel 4. Let me get it. 16. And it reads. Okay? And this was Nebuchadnezzar. Okay? Who was high-minded in his heart. And the Lord gonna give your heart over to his own ruins, man. This Daniel 4:16. This is the account. You read it on your time. It says, let his heart be changed from man's, and let a beast's heart be given unto him. Did not David say, Lord, I was a beast before thee? All right. That's when you let your emotions run rampant, man. You was lacking mental tenacity, and your intestinal fortitude fell, man. All right. You ain't channeling your inner man. It says, and let 7 times pass over him, man. To what? He get his mind out that stupor, man. All right? You don't want your heart to be changed from a man's heart to a beast's heart. And they ain't literally an animal. That means you have basically went from the spirit to the flesh, man. All right? That's an analogy of that. Okay? Even though he was actually changed to a beast, but if you not changed from a beast or you become in beast mode, it's because your emotions have carried you away, man. All right? It put you in an animalistic state. You know? You being distinctive instead of instinctive. You know? And the Lord will keep you into that state, man. All right? Unless you will your mental tenacity, man. All right? Sometimes you got to will your emotions, man. Because they powerful. All right? There's a lot of things we put, you know, that we put aside for this truth, man. Because we spiritual emotional soldiers. You see? All right? That's why the Lord said, look, I'm hardening y'all, man. All right? So y'all could what? Y'all could put the world under y'all hand, under y'all power, man. You see? This last one is Romans 1:28, and I'll get out of here with this. Okay. Let me get this real quick. All right, so I just want to go into that. So, hey, man, because, you know, as men of the Lord, man, we do deal with them emotions, man. And they come like they come like every day. You know, as days what pass by, the emotions come. All right. Every second, every hour, and every minute. Not saying, you know, but that means a change of a state of your mind. You see? Though yet our minds instead of constantly changing, we know what the channel that change on, though. That's the difference. You see, these people don't know what the channel they mind. They didn't give them, the Lord didn't give them the stability of their heart. But he gave it to us. This Romans 1:28. It says, and even as they did not like to retain our power in their knowledge, God gave them over to a reprobate mind to do those things which are not convenient. Hey, void without judgment. All right? Thinking that they emotional rant and rages. All right, jealousy is the rage of a man. What that goes back to emotion. You see? All right, so hey, you know, the Lord will give you to those things which are not convenient. That's inconvenient for you, man. All right, and ultimately, what? This the meat of the matter. All right, if you don't put your thoughts in check or in order, man, the Lord gonna kill you. You know, I don't know how simple. I can't get more simple or frank with you than that, man. All right. So, hey, practice the techniques to gain the mastery of your emotions, man. All right, and the techniques is the words of the scriptures, man. All right, but with that, man, until the next time, I won't say shalom.